Hello. Today I'm going to talk about the emotional journey slash toll, just the emotional side of Metoidioplasty and what I experienced whilst going through, the build-up and the healing process. The build-up is going to be nice and short because I didn't feel a whole lot. There was excitement, of course, but I think I was just so shocked that I actually got to that point that I didn't feel much. So, and it's not like I booked it in 3 months in advance. I had time to build up to it, but I was just, I was also very busy, so that's a thing. So lead up to it, not a fucking lot. However, the emotional journey through the healing process, that was a journey. So, I thought I would cry. When I woke up, I didn't. I still felt nothing. Before going into surgery, the only point that I really started to get emotional, not cry emotional, but oh, okay, this is happening, and then nerves, excitement, they started kicking in when I was literally in the preparation room, in my nightie, whatever you want to call it, and I was going to have surgery in the next room. That's when I started feeling feelings, and when they were putting the IV in my arm and I was about to go under. That was the only time pre-surgery that I had a little bit of an emotional journey, but it didn't last long, maybe 20 minutes. Anyway, so the feelings post-surgery, I woke up, again, I didn't feel a whole lot, just okay. It wasn't really until maybe a week after that I started my little emotional story. If you have a look, my phone is my camera, and it's resting on my cat scratcher. It wasn't until about a week after surgery that I started actually feeling my feelings, and they weren't actually good. It's like it came in waves of good, oh my god, it's finally happened. And I think the reason that I'm not, ecstatic is because for me, so Hans does it in 3 stages, as I've mentioned in previous videos. So this stage was just the monsplasty, the release, and creating a new urethra. There was no urethral hookup or whatever. And I think for me, the greatest importance is actually the urethral hookup. So I think that's why I haven't been, over the moon about completing this step, is because this wasn't the important step for me. That's still to come, and even now I get very emotional thinking that that's actually going to happen. So I think that's why I haven't really been super, oh my god, happy. I'm not unhappy, but it's not the big one, you know what I mean? So a week after surgery, I started feeling the feels, and maybe even a week and a half to 2 weeks, anywhere between that time frame, I started feeling not good. I was staying with friends, that's fine, they were home in the evening, but I had the whole day by myself doing nothing, essentially, and I just felt miserable and flat and shit and drained and a little bit depressed. So that was a thing, and that wasn't fun. I was also very aware that I would be like that, so I was pretty good at keeping it in check. I called friends, I did as much as I could to stop that from happening, but at the end of the day, it was still there and it still sucked. And then it got to the point where I started feeling sore. I was sore, but it's really sore. And then that was poo. That was really poo. And I started feeling these feelings, not so much regret, but it was just I'm going to have to do this again in 6 to 8 months' time. How am I going to do this? There was dread, I guess, for the next recovery, even though that's the most important one for me, and I need that done. And there was also, I guess, a bit of regret, but it wasn't regret. It's hard to describe. It was, why the hell did I put myself through this? And I wish I didn't do this. Not all my trans brothers, you'll know what I mean when I say this. Brothers and sisters, sorry, and everyone in between. But it wasn't that I regret this choice because it wasn't right. It's the right choice. But it's because recovery was causing me such a fucking challenge at that point. And I'm just like, why did I do this? I can't do anything. I can't bend down. I can't pick something up. If I drop my phone charger, I can't pick it up. I drop a chip on the floor. I have to leave it there until someone can help me pick it up. Like, it was hard. And I just felt these feelings of, why did I even do this to myself? And again, logically, I know that once that part of it is over, and now that part of it is over, and I don't regret it, and I knew I wouldn't regret it once I was over that really hard stage, but there was probably a week of me just being, well, this is fucking shit. Why did I make this choice? And I think it's really important that I talk about that part of it, because no one does, or at least the people I know and the people I've seen, they haven't talked about those feelings because, you know, you're in pain and you're immobile, you can't do things, and you feel shit, and you're like, why did I even make this choice? Logically, you know it's worth it, but at that time, it's like, this fucking sucks. And the good thing with me is that I'm pretty self-aware, and I knew that, hey, this isn't gonna last. It's just a now feeling. Thanks. Oh, almost spilled the coffee. But yeah, I think it's really important that that's spoken about, because that's something that I didn't actually expect to feel. I just thought I would feel relief. I didn't even get that. Like, it's like, yeah, it's cool, it's there, but I don't feel any different. And actually, this has been happening over the last maybe 3 or 4 days. I'm very happy with my choice to get Meta. Don't get me wrong, that for me was the right choice. But now that I'm kind of like, I'm able to bend a little bit more, and like I'm more mobile. Like, I'm standing up now with no problems, and I can sleep on my side. Anyway, I'm realizing these things that, you know, I wanted to be able to do, or I want to be able to do, that I never really knew that I wanted to do. And I'm not going to go into great detail because it's fucking weird shit, but it's like, it's to do with length. That the things that I'm like, well, I actually really want to do this now, and now I know that that's not an option, because I'm not tiny, but I'm not phallic, you know, I'm not 6 inches, like, so yeah, I'm feeling a little bit dysphoric because I'm realizing these things that I want and I won't get, and that's fine. I'll get used to that, and I think I'll feel a lot better when the next stage is done, because that euphoria will, I guess, trump the dysphoria of the things that I can't do with the things that I can do with it, if that made any sense. But yeah, that's another thing that I think is important to discuss, is that dysphoria it's shifted, I'll say. It's moved from one thing to another thing that I didn't even realize was an issue. And yeah, that was a shock. Yeah, that was a shock. I didn't expect that. So that's basically been my journey thus far. I'm only 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks post-up. I'm definitely over that regret stage. But, you know, like, I feel good, but I'm still frustrated because, like, I just want to do things for myself. So I've had to rely very much on my girlfriend to do things for me. Like, you know, things that I can do, but, like, if I've just sat down, it takes me so much effort to just get up and do that thing where I'm like, can you just go pick this thing up for me? So I've had to rely on her. And she doesn't mind it, but it's like, it's frustrating for me, you know? So there's also frustration there because of, I guess, lack of control, but just, like, you lose your independence, basically. Like, it's hard to take a shit. You just have to sit there and wait. Like, you can't push anything. You just have to sit there and wait. So you lose independence, and that's tough. That's basically it that I can think of for the emotional side of this whole process. I haven't really been experiencing a lot of emotions, but yeah, I thought it was really important to discuss that whole, why did I even fucking do this? Because this sucks. Because I didn't expect to have that, and I want other people to know that it's normal. And I have only told really one friend that I had that. She has 2 kids, and she was like, oh my god, I had that when I had her first kid or whatever. And she's like, no one tells you. So it's not even just this surgery, it's just something very physically demanding that people get that with. But yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, because I didn't have that at all with top surgery. I found recovery for top surgery quite easy. Although that being said, it was 2 years ago, so I may have forgotten. But yeah, anyway, so that is definitely a big thing, and I want to tell everyone that happens, and it's normal, and oh my god, these cats. Yeah, that, I didn't expect it, so I want other people to know what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off now, because I tend to make 20-minute long videos. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I'm having a penis party today, celebrating my dick. I'll show you my decorations. I've got dicks there. You know what? I'm just gonna give a little... See, I've got my penis tassels. It's gonna be great. I'll add a little video of the decorations for you. I'm really excited about it.
Bye, bubble boy. Bye, bubble boy.